Despite all the criticism that he received after King of the Table 6, the fact is that the Georgian Hulk Levan Saginashvili proved that he is still the one true king of the arm wrestling kingdom. On 25th Feb 2023, the 7th victim was added to Levan's undefeated super match streak. So what is next for Levan? Short answer is dominance. Everyone is rightfully saying that Ermes exposed the path to beat Levan. He exposed Levan's weakness. But now Levan also knows what his weakness is. So he will also make a plan to improve upon it. I'm not saying that this is a new weakness. We saw in WAF against Gennady that Levan lacked finishing power even then. Gennady was able to hold Levan with a flop press and then beat him. But now Levan will work on it for sure. Even now, when Levan seems mortal once again, still there isn't a wrist in this world that Levan cannot top roll. He just needs to add an extra 2-3% more in his finishing power and maybe relearn how to stand up from a top roll position and transition into a press. The Hulk will lose 5-10 kilos and face the Terminator Artem Morozov on July 22nd at East vs West 8. Once again, Levan is going into another match as a heavy favorite. Just listen to this. A 25-year-old arm wrestler named Artem Morozov claims the #1 arm wrestler title in the world by beating Levan. That just doesn't sound right, does it? But for a guy that big, Artem has the best endurance in the world. If he is able to stop Levan like Ermes did, then Artem will turn that night into Levan's nightmare. However, East vs West super matches being best of 5 format wouldn't test Levan's endurance nowhere near as much as a 6-round super match would. In the last match, Levan had breathing problems to the point that he had to forfeit the match and ask for medical help. At 190 kilos or even 180 kilos, running or jogging may be impossible for Levan. He may have to find other forms of cardio such as swimming. I know this sounds like a foreign subject to arm wrestlers, but in today's super match world where people are willing to break their arm to dig out of these losing positions, and especially when they are willing to do that in a 6-round format, your endurance in your arm is never going to be enough. You need cardio as well, and cardio and endurance are two separate things. The names that Levan needs to keep an eye on in order are Ermes Gasparini in a rematch, Zaur Pezulaev when he heals from a surgery, Morozov when he gets even bigger, Alex Kordecha if he takes arm wrestling more seriously, and lastly Jerry Cadret because of his style, and also Devon Larratt in a rematch because of his King's move. Levan is at a point where he doesn't even need to speak English or any language to promote his matches. His presence is enough to do all the talking. But Levan is constantly improving his English. He's already at a point where he can understand everything and speak most of the things without a translator. English is a popular language, and arm wrestlers can grow the sport faster by learning it and earn more money. Levan has many TV shows and movie offers. I used to believe that he may leave the sport of arm wrestling for a movie career, especially if he doesn't find enough competition in next few years. But before King of the Table, Levan said that if John can arm wrestle till 58 years, then he would also like to believe that he can arm wrestle for at least 10 years, probably 15 more years. I hope to see this athlete dominate the sport of arm wrestling and take it to new levels even further than he already has. Thanks for watching, like the video and subscribe to the channel.